Headlines read, and this is from Eddie Hearn, and I will play the clip in just a minute. Ennis versus Crawford is the best fight in boxing. And you know what Hearn is doing. He's putting Ennis' name with Crawford once again, a fight that's not going to happen, in my opinion, is not going to happen. But he's doing the same thing Benavidez' team is doing with Canelo. He's attached his name to Canelo, as well as Ennis doing with Crawford, to build up his status. Let's listen to Eddie Hearn and Jaron Boots Ennis, and then I will respond. I don't own the rights to this content. It's for educational purposes only. Let's hear what Eddie and Boots have to say after the fight.
Y'all don't know what y'all be talking about. Y'all just be talking on the net, and y'all gotta chill.
You saw it.
You seen it, and I really was like just getting in my bag, getting in my groove for real. Like I said before, none of these fighters get messed with me. I'm the best in the world.
I know a lot of fighters names get mentioned, and I'm not going to tell you which ones, but honestly, he plays with so many of them. Plays with them, especially up at 54. You're going to see him get even. What?
Virgil Ortiz
beats him easy. Great fighter, Virgil Ortiz. And you know, I know my friends over at Golden Boy, but I've got to be honest. I think Jaron Ennis just plays with him.
Can Boots lure Crawford back after Canelo, do you think?
Boots against Crawford is the best fight in boxing. Unbelievable fight. But look, he's got Canelo, and you know, but I just, as a fan, for me, you got two of the best technicians in the sport.
When Ennis is talking about social media, don't know what they're talking about. What he's talking about is everybody saying that he was weight drained. And he's trying to tell people he made weight 3 or 4 days before the fight. Now, as far as weight goes, I don't really know what Boots' status is when it comes to weight. But to me, he looked a little on the thin side. And he's a big dude. He's 5'10". And when Boots is just walking around, I would have to estimate he's around 175, 180 pounds. He's big like Spence was, maybe even bigger. But he says he has no problems making weight, so I'm going to let it go. But as far as him saying he's the best in the world, I mean, you're supposed to think like that when you're a boxer or an athlete, period. But over a standing owner's victory, these guys got standing owners rated high. I mean, to me, standing owners is very limited, and he's very inactive. And to call him the best welterweight at 147 behind Boots Ennis, I don't know if he's much better than Mario Barrios, to be honest with you. And I actually think Brian Norman Jr. will be his toughest test at 147. Now, time will tell. Who knows? They may not even fight. Boots might decide to move up and say, you know what? I'm tired of 147. It's time to move up to fight the bigger and better competition. But I believe Brian Norman Jr. will be his stiffest test at 147. With that being said, I still think Boots Ennis is the best at 147. And I think once he moves to 154, that's when we really will see what Boots Ennis is made of. It's just funny how they're elevating Boots Ennis to the best fighter in the world status after beating Stanionis. It reminds me of when Errol Spence beat Mikey Garcia. They were saying Errol Spence is pound for pound #1. At least Mikey Garcia was a 4-weight champion. Stanionis is pretty ordinary. I don't know, like I said, I don't know anybody that picked Stanionis to win that fight. And if they did, they just didn't like Boots. And it's clear the Crawford fight's not going to happen. Crawford's moving to 168. Should he move back down to 147 to fight Boots, a weight he cannot make anymore? Plus, look at the legacy thing. Canelo is a 4-division champion, also been undisputed, will be in the Hall of Fame one day, and Boots would not be a legacy fight for Crawford. Actually, it would be a step down. And as far as Eddie Hearn saying that Jaron Boots Ennis beats Virgil Ortiz easy, you can't even compare Stanionis to Virgil Ortiz. Yes, they're both pressure fighters, but there are levels to this. Also, Virgil Ortiz has faced better competition than Jaron Boots Ennis has. Even though Virgil Ortiz doesn't have a belt, he has fought better competition. That is another thing we need to talk about. When is Virgil Ortiz going to get a title shot? Virgil Ortiz has been a pro for 9 years. Oscar better pick it up and get this dude a title shot. So as far as this Boots thing going, you know, they did the same thing when Virgil Ortiz beat Magimov. Virgil's the best ever. No one beats him. He sleeps Boots. People are just prisoners of the moment. Now the roles are reversed. Boots Ennis will destroy Virgil Ortiz. That's the new narrative, right? But anyway, leave your thoughts and comments below. What do you think? Is Terence Crawford versus Boots Ennis the best fight in boxing? Jay Beezy, I'm gone.